beautiful people, wherever you may be viewing from, Trinidad and Tobago, or across the wider Caribbean. Thank you for joining me today. This is Book Club Corner, and I am Joel Green, your host for today's session of Book Club Corner, where every Wednesday we chat with local authors, people from the publishing industry, stakeholders, right, about their books, the literary arts, and what's happening today in the publishing industry. I know those conversations are of paramount importance to authors, writers, and those who are publishers as well. So thank you for being with us today. Today is the last day of January. That means we're into officially the carnival season. So if you were not before, I tell you, get out the bells and whistles. Carnival is upon us. And for our guest today, we have Dwight Narinesingh. He is from Digital Canopi, and he is going to be our guest today. Mr. Narinesingh is a co-director at Digital Canopi, at Royad's Publishing, and he is the innovator at Digital Canopi. He is really the driving force with Digital Canopi. And I will let him explain to you what Digital Canopi is about. Welcome, Mr. Narinesingh. How are you?
Good morning, Joel. Good morning to the audience.
Good to see you.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you for having me. Right.
And how are you today?
Good. Thank you.
I'm very happy to hear that. Thank you for being with us today. This is the beginning of the carnival season. And people will be fetting, some will be hanging out, some will be liming, but some of us going to be reading, Dwight, right? Yeah. Some of us still have reading on our list of activities. And I said, as we're continuing from last week, because last week we had a bookstore on, and we really wanted to talk to people about what makes them attractive to bookstores. But today, I'm so happy we have you on board. You are the only eBook e-commerce platform that exists locally. And I want to give you props for that. Cheers to you and your team, Dwight, for having the vision to create this platform. Tell us something about Royad's Publishing and what Digital Canopi is about. Listen, don't leave anything out. Tell these authors how special Digital Canopi is.
Sure, we're sort of a gem that is existing here in Trinidad and Tobago in terms of the literary scene. Not much people know about Digital Canopi, but I'll just give you a brief history. So our parent company, Royad's Publishing Company, has been in the publishing industry since 1984. Our main thrust has been in publishing curricular work for primary and secondary schools, textbooks really in different subject areas throughout the Caribbean. So we provide these textbooks throughout the English-speaking Caribbean, I should say. So Royad's has built a name for itself over the past many years, with these publications. So we are producers of physical textbooks. Enter now Digital Canopi in terms of offerings in ebooks. Now, Royad's having been the physical textbook offerings, and Digital Canopi having been the converted book into digital form that is available on the web. Now, how Digital Canopi came about is really during the pandemic, the COVID pandemic in 2020, when we, the management of Royad's, decided, well, we need to find a way to get our physical books in front of students now that classes are online and now that information is being shared digitally for learning purposes and so on. And of course, we couldn't get our physical books into the schools because there was just no schools happening at that time. And whatever was happening with textbooks and learning was happening online. So we decided to create a platform where we can digitize our physical books and create a medium in where the books can be available now to students on devices. And so we developed a relationship with a local software developer by the name of Blue Gurus, and they really helped us to understand the technology and to hone the technology and to cultivate that technology, to create a platform where we thought we can digitize our books, yes, and sure, place it onto the platform. But more than that, as we went along exploring the idea, we came up with, why don't we just open the platform to the wider audience, the wider literary audience? So we have now where not only Royal's books are available on Digital Canopy, but we also provide for anybody with literary work who has it sitting on their computer, or even established authors or publishers who have books that they want to convert to digital, into ebooks. They can now do that on Digital Canopy, and they can monetize their work. So literature, anything in literature, stories, short stories, poems. Once you have a compilation and you have a book that you want to publish, but you don't want to go through the financial aspect and the burdensome aspect of getting it published and finding an agent and finding a printer and so on and so on, what someone can do is take that product that they have sitting on their computer, upload it to Digital Canopy, and be selling that within minutes, as long as they have an audience that will purchase it. Now, audiences have to be honed. You have to uh, develop and cultivate your audience.
Before
To
you
do
get
that,
to that, um,
yes.
Dwight,
Mm.
I have to put a pin in it. I'll tell
Right.
you why. I'm so excited. You won't even
Mm.
believe. I'm so excited from the very first time I heard about Digital Canopy. And
Mm.
I heard about Digital Canopy through a good friend of mine, Juzanne Leonard. She said,
Right.
Joel, I know you're in
Yes.
the guild. We have a
Yes.
fantastic platform,
Yes.
perfect for writers, and
Right.
it is so easy. And we did a whole webinar where we did this, this really onboarding. But let me
Yes.
just
Yes.
break it down for those who are out there listening. Digital
Mm.
Canopy is literally a space where just 3 steps. You create an account, you upload your book, you sell your book.
Yes.
That's it, right, right? It's
Yes.
that
Yes.
easy. It's
Yes.
that
Yes.
easy, it's that fantastic. You must
So
have a published book. There is an agreement for you to sign because
yes.
they are taking 20% of whatever you do, and you retain the 80%, but it is literally 3 steps. You create an account, you upload your published book, the
Yes.
agreement comes and you sign it, and then you start to sell. I mean, how fantastic is that? And you get paid right here. Right, please. I don't want to jump ahead. I'm so excited. Authors, publishers, you can have your publisher's account and your writer's account. So you can actually upload your book if you have a publisher's account, if you have multiple persons you've published, or you can upload your book if you are the author, right? So,
Yes.
Dwight, I want you to tell us just briefly about those two types of accounts. What exactly is the difference? And perhaps what's the benefit to having a publisher's account versus being an author? If you're an author alone, fine. But what
Right.
is the benefit to a publisher coming on board and putting the books from their authors there?
Let me start with the user account. So, if I am an avid reader and I would like to,
Is your audio okay? I'm not hearing you. Okay, I'm
yes,
hearing you now. Go ahead.
okay. So let me start with the user account. If I am an avid reader and I want to purchase a book, just like on Amazon Kindle or any of these other services, I would go on to the website, to the platform, and I would click on the purchase button. And then I would select the book. And then I would select the book. And then I would select the author. 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 And then I would select the au and search for the book that I wanted to purchase, and I would create my account, and there's where my transaction would happen with my credit card, and I would buy the book and so on, and it will download into my account, and I would be able to read the book at length. I can even download the app, the downloadable app, which affords me now to download the book onto my device, and I can have it wherever I go. When I'm on the beach, traveling, in a plane, I can just open up my app and read the book, from where I left off.
So
So
let me get
that,
this straight, Dwight. You all
mhm,
have Digital Canopy has an app that can be downloaded, kind of
yes,
like Kindle. So you
just
have
like,
all your books there. Is that what you're saying?
yes, yes, yes. You have a library of books
Fantastic.
that you have bought, and it stays with you on your device, and you can open it at any time and read them, right? Even without Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that's the user account. So that's just, me purchasing a book and consuming it, reading it whenever I want to. And then there's a publisher account for the publishers and the authors and self-authors who would like to upload their literary work and monetize it and make some financial gain from their work without having to jump through hoops and find a publisher and find printing and go through the costly many different layers of having your book published and marketed and so on. So you would create a publisher account on the platform, with your password and your email and so on, and you can then, it's a very easy process to upload your book, and everything is listed there. You just click upload book. You would upload a PDF of your book onto the site, upload a cover, upload type in all of the pertinent information, your ISBN numbers, your description of your book, your pricing that you want to sell it at, because we don't get involved in that. We let the publisher and the author decide what price they want to sell their book at. Whether you want to offer your book as a subscription, meaning whether you want to rent it for a smaller period of time, or you want to sell the book outright, those are also options that you have available to you. So there are a slew of features that an
Mm-hmm.
author or publisher can take advantage of while on Digital Canopy.
Dwight,
Uh,
we're going on a quick break, but
yes.
viewers, don't go anywhere. Dwight is coming back, and when he comes back, he's going to talk to us about what he mentioned, the subscription thing, right? He's going to lay it out for us, talking about subscription, which is like a book rental. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a few minutes talking to Dwight Narinesingh of Digital Canopy. This is a local ebook e-commerce platform perfect for readers, authors, and publishers. We'll be back in a few. And welcome back to Book Club Corner, where every Wednesday we chat with local authors, we chat with stakeholders of the publishing industry, and today we have with us a very special guest, the co-director of Royals Publishing, as well as the innovator at Digital Canopy, Dwight Narinesingh, and he's talking to us about Digital Canopy, which is an e-commerce ebook platform. It's Kindle-like for those who want to read, and for authors who want to sell their books without having to go and find, to print it and all of this bacchanal and money. Free to just upload your book and sell it on Digital Canopy. Dwight, we're back.
Yeah. So the point I was
Yeah.
making about subscriptions,
Mm-hmm.
someone who is uploading their book for sale and would like to sell on Digital Canopy, they have two options. They can either sell their book outright. Let's say it's $10. They can sell it for $10, or they can sell it for 3 months to the viewer, for maybe a lesser price. Now, of course, they determine what price that is. So it's like a rental of the book for a certain amount of time. So when it comes onto your device, after the time that you have stipulated, the content disappears from the device. So it's sort of like a subscription of the content. One of the other things that I neglected to mention is that there's no obligation to list your publication with Digital Canopy. You can list your book and upload your book, keep it there for years, and we don't charge anything, only until the book sells. When the book does sell, we charge 20% and the author gets 80%. Now, this is very generous in the industry because if you compare it with Amazon and the other online distribution channels, pricing is more geared towards the business of Amazon and not the author. What we're trying to do within the Caribbean here is really hone and cultivate the art of literary arts, and we want to create a canopy that encompasses literature and authors and poetry and all of these things under one, the readers and the writers and everybody under one canopy. So this is what we're really trying to achieve, and so in so doing we have to keep the authors in mind. It must be financially viable for them as well. So this is why we have created this model of 20% for the Digital Canopy service only when the book sells, and the author gets 80% of that profit sharing. So it is really a no-brainer to have your book listed,
Yes.
because
I have to say, Dwight,
you have not.
this is such a fantastic idea you all have and have executed it so well, right? In terms of what you all are doing for authors, because it really speaks to the heart of the industry, of the orange economy, of making sure that those authors take charge of their whole business model, which I called right, the Author Inc., right, the Author Incorporated, because you're a business as an author as well, and you all are giving them that space. We have a short video because Digital Canopy has a YouTube channel, and you all have a few videos there to help people understand how to use it, and we'd like to queue up the user video that you have.
Sure.
So that people can see. It's a short video, guys, and it will really give you a better understanding of Digital Canopy and how to use it.
Ebooks have become a part of our daily existence. Increasingly, we are faced with the challenges of obtaining books for school or recreation. That's why we created Digital Canopy. Digital Canopy offers you the convenience of ebooks and e-textbooks. You can now purchase and download your favorite books to your secure reader using either our online or offline readers. Purchasing is totally safe and secure, and our credit card payment method is backed by one of the industry leaders in secure payment processing. You can take your entire library with you wherever you go, whenever you want, regardless of Wi-Fi. Digital Canopy makes it easy to use our interactive e-textbook functions to help you get the most out of your texts. You can purchase your next e-textbook for the school year via subscription or own it forever. Read reviews of ebooks from many categories or preview the first 15 pages before you purchase. Simply register at www.digitalcanopy.com and start reading from our list of authors and publishers today.
It's fantastic. And let me just tell you, I'm not just a bibliophile, I'm not just a reader. I love stories. So I'm going to give you a scenario.
Sure.
And you tell us how this goes. So Dwight, somebody calls you up, or they're wondering what Digital Canopy is about, and they say, I have a book, I am a publisher, I have a number of authors. How do I get onto Digital Canopy? What is it about? And I know you gave us a lot of backstory information, but this is what happens, right? People call and want to know, how can I get on? How much money I need? Is it expensive? What's going on? So they call you, tring, tring, tring. Hello, I am a publisher and I have books from different authors, and I've heard of Digital Canopy, but I don't really know what it's about. I don't really know how to use it. Could you tell me some more about Digital Canopy? Start.
Yeah. So basically, if you're an author and or even you, not only just a publisher with authors, but if you're sitting at home and you are an author and you do have a book that you want to create into an ebook, it's simple. You just go onto the platform, register your publisher account, and it's advisable that you register a user account as well. Um, and you can upload your book, your PDF file of your book onto the platform. There are ways to do that, and there's instruction on the platform itself that tells you exactly step by step how to do it. We also offer, if you need onboarding, you can call us directly. We can help onboard your book. We can also advise on pricing. We could also advise on all the different facets, all the different features that Digital Canopy has to offer. And once the book is up and it's live, then you have an ebook for sale.
That's fantastic. What I want to know is, what do I need to sign up? And correct me if I am wrong, but I think all you need is an email address
All you need is an
and
email
a
address
password
and
to
a
get
password.
an account.
Yes, and you set your own password, but you must use an email address that you're accustomed to using. Yes.
Easy peasy. And if you don't
Yes.
have an email address by now,
Right.
COVID hit, everything is online, you need an email address, right? So if you don't have one by now, I would advise you to go get one, right? But when we're talking about Digital Canopy, the online platform, I know people usually have a discussion with me as a marketer, as a book marketer, about
Yes.
marketing their book.
Right.
Tell us about how a person can be successful in selling a lot of books. What would you recommend an author do to make sure that they're able to attract people to their book on Digital Canopy, and that it just doesn't sit lingering, right? It's not a situation where you have to dust it off because it's a digital platform, but you
Right.
don't just want a book sitting there. So tell us what, in your opinion, helps authors attract people to
Yes.
their platform to read and to buy their book.
Well, Joel, it's, as you said, it's not a physical book, right? So we have to build awareness. We have to build a customer sort of following where people would be gravitate toward the what makes that author's book special. And because this is online, because it is an ebook, I think in line with it is having sort of a social media following is important. Being present on the internet through Facebook, through Instagram, these means of marketing, of social media, help to bring awareness to an author's book or author's content. Once you have that presence online, you can then channel and advertise your book and then tell people where it is available. So just think about it as a bookstore. And you tell people, well, my book is available at such and such bookstore in Scarborough or in Port of Spain or whatever it is. You're telling them now, my book is available in ebook format on Digital Canopy.
Right.
So that people can go now and type up Digital Canopy, and they can get directed to put in a search for your book, the name of your book, or you could even put it in your social media posting, the actual link where the book is. So it makes it easy for people to just click that link and be directed straight to Digital Canopy where your book is sitting, and they can peruse it. They can read the first 15 pages of it, see whether they want to buy it or not, and if they so choose, then they can put through the secure payment.
Listen, I can't tell you how much I love this, because I have an ebook I'm working on. It's called The Basics of Book Marketing, and it's an experimental phase, right? So we're doing beta readers and all of that. But this is really such a great platform. I can't say enough about it. guys out there, ladies out there, it's Digital Canopi, one word.com. It's Digital Canopi with an I and not a Y, right? And it's a little book turned upside down like a tent, right? And
Yes, yes.
what I want to make sure we understand is what this is going to do for you as an author in terms of promoting you and your book, right? I don't want you all to not understand how empowering this platform is for you. And we want to talk about, before we have to head out, the marketing, right? Because as you rightfully said, if it's an online platform, the best thing to do is for you to be able to have an online presence. And if you're going to be online, right, and have an online presence, think about where your audience is going to be, whether it's going to be on Facebook, whether it's going to be on Instagram, whether it's going to be on Twitter, and talk to them about the book, right? Authors, don't hide your light under a bushel, as they say, right? Don't hide your candle under a bushel. Make sure everybody knows about your book, and make sure they know it's on Digital Canopi when you put it there. Dwight, we're closing off, and I want to thank you very much for being here with us today. There is more information for you at digitalcanopi.com. You can call them, ask them your questions. It's Digital Canopi with an I, not a Y. And please remember how empowering this is going to be. You went into self-publishing for a reason, and this is going to help you continue that empowerment journey that you started. Right? Thank you again. We're going to have you another time, right? We have so much to discuss. Please know that this episode is going to be on Book Club Corner's YouTube channel, so you can consume this again at another time. There's no rush. You can share it with your friends. Please keep in mind that we are into the carnival season. Take care of yourself, ladies, gentlemen, writers out there, authors. And I want to thank, before I go, House of Zarabi, my good friend Monifer. Monifer, you gave me this dress to wear, and I had to wear it again because it's carnival season coming in, right? Color and vibes and all kind of thing, and I'm waiting for you to get back to me because I know you're busy. But we want to thank you guys and ladies out there, authors, for tuning in again to Book Club Corner. Please take good care of yourselves, and I hand you back over to Miss J Soul of Brunch as we head over to her corner. Please be good to one another.